Yeah, you already know it's your boy Joe back at it again, man. CodingPhase.com, your boy's back and I done did it again. Guys, we here. I want to let you guys know before we jump into the subject that we are about to jump into. It's very interesting. Basically right now we have 65% off original price of everything on the website. If you just want to buy a course, you could literally get it for 65% off. Something that costs $25, I think it's like what? It's like $10 or something like that. If you want to sign up for the Get All Access Pass, which gives you access to every single course that I have and every single course that I'm going to build, over $500 worth of basically content, stuff that's going to help you become better developers and just stuff that's not going to waste your time. It's right there, guys. $7 a month currently right now. For the whole year, $52. For a one-time purchase, $105. That's it. That's what I wanted to let you guys know. Now, it's up to you if you want to sign up. It's up to you if you want to take the discount when you use the link below. Or you just come here and whenever you're about to go into the cart and you just put in this code which says 65 for New Year. Okay? We're keeping that the whole week. All right. Basically I was gonna stop it, but then I was like, you know what? A lot of people told me like, Joe, I don't get paid until Friday. Joe, I don't get this and that. So I want you guys to sign up. I want you guys to be part of this. I want you guys to get the benefits that everybody else has. This is not like a limited time only for once in a lifetime. Nah, I want you guys to be able to sign up. All right. So just come through, come chill. The website's legit. We got so many good courses here, stuff that you're gonna really need to get jobs. I'm not here to waste your time. I'm not here trying to be like, hey guys, let's elevate your mind and give you all the cool latest things. No, we're here to get you jobs. That's it. I'm here for the money. I'm not here for, buddies and like, hey man, let's trade some notes and let's see who's smarter. Nah. How can we get you in a job ASAP? That's the whole point of this whole website. If you want something else, if you just look into like, hey, I want to learn the latest trends out there and I want to be doing this and that, go ahead somewhere else. This website is for the people that want to get money, people who want to be able to start working ASAP and have responsibilities. Even if you're a kid and you're like, oh man, you know what? I just want to try this code thing out. Guys, it doesn't matter. Just try to get your money out here, man. Don't work for free. Okay? Now, let's go back into this. So the subject for today is something very special. So I received that email today of somebody who told me like, yo, man, I did my portfolio. You check it out. Portfolio's looking good. I might be doing a review on it later on. And the portfolio is legit. I like it. Now, he tells me, yeah, I was telling and showing it to my boss to see what my boss thinks. I don't know exactly what he does, but this is my biggest advice for you guys. Especially now, 2018, we're starting a new year. Keep this to yourself, kids. Keep this to yourself. I'm gonna be honest. Take it from my experience, right? Every single time that I've told somebody, hey man, I have my own website where I basically sell courses, or I have my own website where I build, I make money out of, for people that come in and check out the services. I make money off of a website where people come in and download music. I make money off this and that. Soon as I start telling my business, because I'm that type of person. I'm that type of person when it's like, when I'm having something good in my life, I want to share it to people because I want them to get motivated. But people at work, people at your job, people that are, how can I say this? Like people who are, some type of level where they feel like they're a little bit above you, you don't give them no information about your life. Those people do not want you to do good because it feels good when you're on top of somebody. It feels good when you're the boss. It feels good when you're on top of other people and you know what, and you're like, oh, like Like, for example, like, I'm gonna give you a good example, right? This is my last job, whatever, wherever I used to work at. I'm not saying the company's name. You want to look it up, look it up. Yeah, so I'm in this company. I tell these people, like, oh yeah, it's like, uh, they ask me about marketing stuff, and the people from marketing don't know anything. And then I'm helping them out and giving them ideas. And the boss is like, oh, wow, I didn't know that, that you knew so much about, marketing and all of this other stuff. And I'm like, yeah. And then it comes down to another time where, something with the designer, and then they looking into it, they're like, oh, the design is not that good. Maybe we should get somebody who knows about design. And I'm like, yeah. And I'll start giving my opinions and giving them examples of websites, how websites supposed to be. And people's like, oh, wow, we didn't know that you know about design. I'm like, my second degree, I went to school for design. Like, you get what I'm saying? Then from there, another situation is like, talking about marketing for YouTube and helping people out. And I'm like, yo, if you want to release your product and you want influencers, here's the website. And then the guy's like, the boss is like, oh, I didn't know that that you knew about this. Like, as if I'm like some idiot, that I'm like some computer monkey, that all I can do is code, right? Now, that's another thing. Now, there's another, there's a complete other situation. Now, I'm giving you a couple of situations, right? Where people are already thinking like all you can do is just that one job that you're there for. They think that your talent is just that you're only going to be doing that, right? Now, there's another situation. So, whatever, me and my partner, we talking, at work, and we're talking about, how much money I make on the side, and this and that. And then when you start comparing it, how much money I made on my job compared to how much money I make on the side, I made about probably like $2,000, $3,000 more on top of on my side job. This is not specific numbers. Let's say on my job I'm making 6,000, and on the other on my side job, and not even my side job, the side things that I do, side businesses and side shit that I do in this world, I make 9,000, right? So then me and my partner, we talking about it because we cool. And then this other bozo who's been there for God knows how long, he's been there his whole life. And he comes in and he's like, oh, like, it's like, you make money on the side? Like, I didn't know that. From that day on, that dude looked at me like, I don't know, like jealousy, like he was freaking envious, like just pissed off, right? And this is just how it is at different jobs, different work. Don't tell people your business. For 2018, make it a rule. Don't tell people that you're trying to better yourself. Don't tell people that you make money on the side. Don't tell people the things that you do. Because these people don't want you to do good. They don't want you to shine. They don't want you to make money out here. Every boss out there is gonna want you to be under them. Every boss don't want you to come in and be like, hey man, it's like, when I got my Benz, right? I was looking in the dealership. I was gonna buy a Maserati. I could have bought it, right? I go into work and I was like, yeah, it's like I was gonna buy the Maserati. It's like, you gonna buy a Maserati? Like I don't even have a Maserati, and I'm like the manager here, and I'm thinking in my head like, bro, you don't know my finances. Like, you don't know what I make out here. Just because you see me here working on this field doesn't mean that you know my business. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't know how much money I make out here, kid. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, there's dudes out here that I know that work in company that on their side businesses, they make like another 200 grand on top of that. But you cannot tell that to nobody on your company, because if you go in and you tell them like, hey man, I'm just here for the love of code, right? They're gonna look at you like you're crazy. When I was working in most companies, I was working there for the love of code, not because I needed it. It's not like I'm freaking dying like, oh man, if I don't work, I don't pay my bills, I don't live. Nah, man. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm that type of person. I always had side incomes, even from, back in the days. You buy your sneakers, you buy one Jordan, then you buy the other Jordan to basically resell. Like, I did all of that things, man. Like, I've already done that through my whole life. I sold things on eBay. I sold things on Amazon. Like, I've always had a side hustle, right? But you gotta learn from this. You cannot tell people, especially now in 2018, your businesses. You can't tell them like, hey, what you're doing. You can't tell them how much money you making out here, especially when you're a co-worker or you work under somebody, because there's people, they don't know you. They, in their head, they think that they know everything about you, but they don't, right? They already look at you a certain way. It's like me. I go in there like this with the same hoodie, fitted. I go in there chilling. You get what I'm saying? I go in how I go in. In their head, they thinking, this guy's, he's barely surviving in this world. And it's the same thing. The same thing how some people might come in and look at me. I'm like, bro, you don't even know what the hell I am. You know what I mean? Like, but that's just how it is. That's how people perceive you and they look at you, right? So I feel bad for this kid because I'm like, yo, I've been in those situations where you go in and you're working with a co-worker, or you work with a boss, and you tell them, oh yeah, it's like, oh, look at the things that I'm working on. So to make the story shorter, he told like the boss, like, oh, look at my portfolio, and the portfolio, the boss was like, you didn't make this, like laughing, jokingly, trying to, act like you didn't make this, son. Like, you don't have the talent for that, right? So that's how people are. So be prepared. People are like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, people are like that. People are pretty much snakes. When I go into most work and most jobs, I don't go in there thinking I'm gonna bump into friends. I'm gonna meet people who are nice. Nah. Most people are cutthroat. Most people want to put you down to make themselves look bigger. If they have a little something, they want to be able to, you know what I mean? Like, just even the most simplest things, man. Like, there's things like, even like I'm telling you, when I bought my car, I'm like, yeah, man, it's like, I could have just went in and bought the Maserati. I was thinking about doing it, but the reason why I didn't do it is because I was like, you know what? I'm about to have a kid. It looks dumb. It looks crazy, me buying a Maserati when I need a freaking, how you call it? Not a USB. How you call this? The freaking cars, SUV, right? So I need an SUV to really be comfortable. It would have been annoying to be in a, in a 4-door car that's small, has a small trunk. It wouldn't have made sense, right? But for them, they're like, oh God, like, you can't afford a Maserati. Like, bro, you do not know me. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, and this is just stories that happens all the time. There's other companies where I've been on, like, where I had told somebody, like, yeah, man, like, I'm trying to learn the back end. Like, back in the beginning when I was working, like, digital design firms and stuff like that. And they're like, you, listen, man, just be glad that you're in the field. Just stay with, with the front end, stay with JavaScript. And it's like, what does that mean? Like, be happy that I'm in the field? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you don't know me to tell me if I could do the back end, if I could come in and make applications, if I could come in and make iOS applications. There's people out there that don't want the best for you. Let's be honest. Let's just keep it 100. People do not want you to do good out here. You gotta understand that. Not everybody is like me. Not everybody is like you. Most of these people are literally walking around crabs. You know what I mean? In this world, it's like we're in a bucket and everybody's a crab. Everybody that's trying to make it to the top, they'll bring the other crab down. And then until one crab makes it to the top. But everybody is crabs. It's just people crabbing on each other. You get what I'm saying? So with this video, my advice for you guys for today is, you know, let's work hard this year, but let's keep this between me and you. Let's keep this between maybe me and you and your girlfriend, your wife, or something like that. Not even too many family members, because people do not want you to do good. If people start knowing that you're on your way in your trajectory going up, you're about to jump classes. If you was making 50, 60 grand, you're middle class. You're pretty much making the same thing that every single person out here is making. The moment you start touching 85 and up, then it's a whole different ball game. It might not seem like much, but you're making way more than a lot of people. All right. Once you touch 100, you're making what a whole family makes in a lot of households, right? When you make like 250 grand and up, you're comfortable. Now you're one of the privileged people, right? Why do you think like a lot of this, not to put it out there, like most of this white people don't even want nobody to know how much money they got, because they know how people are. There's people that are crabs out here. There's people that want to prey on other people who are doing good in their life. There's people that just want to hate on you. Like, let's say right now, you go to a place, right? Let's say, for example, you was going to a place and they know you, right? They know you for a while, and they're like, okay, Joe always comes here, and because he always comes here, he buys his turkey sandwich, right? He gets his turkey sandwich, right? You come in, you get your turkey sandwich. Your turkey sandwich is $8, right? But because you buy every single day, they're like, oh, you know what? Joe's always here. They'll charge you $7.50, $7. The moment they know how much money you really making out here, they're like, nah, charge them $9. Mind you, you've been going to the same store, you've been buying everything for God knows how long, but because they know how much you're making out here and how much you doing, how much you're moving, they'll charge you, for $9, right? So it's like, now they're not even charging you the regular price. They're charging you like a hate price. They're just like, hey man, it's $8, but because I know he got it, let me charge him an extra $1 more. That's how life is. You come in, you tell your boss, your business, your boss could even fire you for just saying, hey, you're not focused enough on our company. You get what I'm saying? Like, they do stuff like that. I'm telling you guys out of experience. Keep your business to yourself. Whatever you're making out here, keep it to yourself. Whatever work that you're trying to get into web development, keep it to yourself. Don't tell nobody. Because the moment that they start seeing you and they're like, oh, this person's trying to better himself, he's not even trying to be here, he's not focused on this thing, let me go get another slave to come and focus on this job. That's just how it is. You get what I'm saying? And that's just how it is, man. I got so many stories of situations like that, because the problem with this is, when you're like an entrepreneur, when you're like a go-getter, where you're somebody who pushes themselves forward, right? People don't like that, right? And this is my last story that I'll give you guys. I was in another job, working for a BS company. And I'm telling you like this, the company, we were supposed to create an application. We created the application. For whatever reason, the application did not succeed. It wasn't popular. And matter of fact, the people who I was working with, they decided to use Angular, and nobody knew how to use Angular. And I told them Angular has a whole bunch of different bugs and a whole bunch of BS. At that time, Angular 1. So then we had to redo everything that we did from Angular 1, and then we had to do it in Laravel, because they also did it in raw PHP. I don't know why. So they did everything in raw PHP. So then from there we had to do it in Laravel. Then from there we had to do it in React. So mind you, make the story short, after we did all of this stuff, basically the website, we launched it too late. So pretty much we lost money there, right? Now, owners firing people, letting people go. And I said, you know what, man, maybe I could still help this company. And I told him about creating content online and reselling it online, like, you know, promoting on Facebook, and every time that people go to your website, you make money off the advertising. I told him about this. I was like, look, this is what I do. This is how I make my son money. So I told him about it, and I told him, hey, you have money where you could come in and promote it even more. So you could scale it to, you know, sky's the limit. To God knows how far you could take it, because you have the money to invest into it. So the guy goes like, cool, all right, I'm gonna do it. Mind you, he does it. Then from there, I have him on my Facebook and everything. This guy is like a complete loser. He's one of those people that is like illiterate, people who don't have education, people who somehow they got money in this world, but they don't know anything, right? All they know is their field. This guy was like a construction type of dude, but all he knows is construction. Everything else he's an idiot on. So mind you, we come in, I build him the website. We're putting advertising. We're doing a whole bunch of stuff, and then the dude goes like, "Hey, I saw that on your Facebook. You promoted one of your posts from your website at 3 o'clock." And I was like, yeah, I have a system that does it automatically, that promotes my website on different schedules, right? Guys, it's called scheduling, you idiot, right? So I told him about this. The guy goes like, oh, I don't know, I think this is gonna be a problem, because I want to start doing this and you're doing this on your side. I don't think you're gonna pay enough attention to my website the way how you're gonna pay attention to yours. And I'm like, you effing idiot. Like, I put you onto this thing, and then you want me to leave what I'm doing to work for you on your site, like even on my off times. Like, this how people are snakes. This how bosses are snakes. This how managers are snakes. There's people out there like that. So it's up to you if you really want to work with people like that. And not only that, just don't share your business. Don't share your ideas. Don't share nothing. Go in there. If you are a janitor, go in there as a janitor. Do your janitor job and get the hell out of there. Get your check. You are a bus driver. You're just a bus driver. Go in there, get your check, and get the hell out of there. If you come in and you were like, you know what, I'm a bus driver, and you know what, I also a mechanic, people's gonna be tight. They're gonna be like, who is this guy? He thinks he's special. He's better than all of us. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's how people think. So you have to be careful out here. So all I'm saying, for 2018, let's make this a rule. There's a rule for me too for this 2018. Don't share your ideas. Don't share what you do on the side with nobody. Period. Nobody wants to see you do good. Nobody wants you to do better than them. Nobody wants you to say, hey, I make income here with you, working for you, and at the same time, I probably make more on my own. They don't want to hear that. Because the idea of work, the idea of a job, is for you to be with a slave mentality, right? The moment you think outside of that slave mentality, you are a glitch on the matrix. That's why I always say this. Kanye West always says this too. I'm a glitch on the matrix. The moment you come in and you do something that you're outside of your realm, people look at you as a glitch. You're an enemy. You're not a friend. You're now an enemy because you're not doing what's the norm. Okay? People want you to just be like, hey man, all I do is my 9-to-5 job. Yeah, you could do your 9-to-5 job, but people act like there's not other incomes you can make outside. Bosses, owners, CEOs, CTOs, they want you to just work on your 9-to-5. That's about it. Don't share anything besides that with anybody, because if you share it, At the end of the day, you're the one that's gonna come out losing, because now that extra income that you was getting from that place, they could take it away. Those extra hours that they used to give you, because they know that you already make money on the side, they could take it away. Because they was gonna give you a little BS $1.50 freaking raise next month, because they know you're trying to better yourself. They say, nah, we're not gonna give it to this guy. He's trying to study something else that's not related to this. Let's give it to the guy who's gonna be a slave here for the next 10 years. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's how it works. So don't share it. 2018, keep your goals to yourself. Keep the things you're working on to yourself. Don't share it with people. There's people out here who are just crabs inside of a bucket. And that's just how it is. All right, guys. So I'll see you guys later. I do apologize to remind you guys about this Gale Access Pass 65% off. I do apologize to even have to bring it up in the beginning of the video, but it's because people send me emails and they're like, hey man, I can't afford this this week. Can I pay for it until Friday? So what I say, go ahead, don't worry, I'll make it until Friday. All right, so I'll see you guys later. It's your boy Joe, back at it again. CodingPhase.com. Leave a comment. This is like one of those subjects that we need to have a conversation. So leave a comment so we can all talk about this. All right, see you guys later.